Well, good afternoon, guys. So, I decided to make a video so that we could talk about a few things that you have been learning in class. So, let's start off with Composer of the Week. Composer of the Week. You could have picked Edvard Grieg, it could have been Tchaikovsky, it could have been, Beethoven, could have been Mozart. You have so many of them. Rachmaninoff. You have so many different composers, 89 different ones. And there's not one that needs to be repeated. So keep challenging yourself because I want you to learn those different areas of those different composers. So every Friday it is due. I'm going to give it to you for Monday. You have from Monday and it's due on Friday. I want it by the end of the day at let's say 5 o'clock p.m. on Fridays. I want it turned in so that I could see that you guys are really enjoying this. And also, I want you to really take advantage of those games that I sent you. They are so much fun. You guys are going to learn so much on Classics for Kids. So, let's move on. You have your Treble Clef. Your Treble Clef consists of 5 lines and 4 spaces, right? So, let's talk about the lines first. Your lines are all represented by specific letters. So those letters are specific notes. So we are going to start from the bottom line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line. Starting from the bottom, line number 1 is E. Line number 2 is G. Line number 3 is B. Line number 4 is D. And line number 5 is F. I'm going to say that one more time. So your first line is E. Your second line is G. Your third line is B. Your fourth line is D. And your fifth line is F. And when you're looking at music, we always look at the bottom note to the top note. We never count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We always count from the bottom line and we go up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. Each one of those stands for something. So let's give it a different saying. As long as it starts with E, G, B, D, F, you could say anything. So my favorite is every good boy does fine. Say it with me. Every good boy does fine. Those are the words that you want to remember when you're trying to remember the lines. And how many lines do we have? 5. There are 5 lines. Now that we talked about the lines, let's go into spaces. You have 4 spaces in your treble clef. They are, first space is F, second space is A, third space is C, and the last space is E. And the same, just like the lines, we count from the first space up to the top space. So, F, A, C, and E. One more time. F, A, C, and E. And if you need something to kind of remember it, think of this saying. Space equals face. If we were to look at the word in between the spaces, it spells out the word face. So let's keep that in mind. Okay, so what I will do is we are going to move on to our next worksheet, and I'll be back in a few minutes. See you guys in a little bit.